What's up, CYN Esports? This is Eric, slightly crooked, with the devotional for this week. First off, before I get into that, I want to say thank you for everyone that came to the Fortnite Friday this past Friday. It was a ton of fun. I feel like it was our most fun Fortnite Friday yet, and I'm excited where we're going with those. Zane Kohler came up with a really cool format to kind of make it more of a tournament style. And there's a lot of interaction and a lot of fellowship and fun and a lot of suspense. And I don't want to brag, but I was picked last, but my team won. So maybe don't pick me last next time. Just throwing it out there. Anyway, here's our devotional for the week. It's a good week. Hopefully you guys have a great time with the holiday and some time off and time with your family and time with fireworks, which is always fun. But the devotion for this week is called God's More Interested in Where We're Headed with Him Than All the Places We've Gone Alone. And this comes from Live in Grace, Walk in Love by Bob Goff. And the scripture comes from Proverbs 19:21, which says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." And this is what Bob has to say to us. "I bet I've been to 50 countries so far. I spend half of my life on planes because I want to be where people are. Since people are everywhere, it kind of makes sense. Every now and again, I'll look at pictures and reminisce on my past adventures. I get to remember all the people who have changed my life, even the ones who helped me grow a few gray hairs. Occasionally, I'll come across pictures that make me a little sad though, because I'll remember it was a time I tried to tackle something without God's help. Do you know what I'm talking about? Those times where you think to yourself, don't worry, God, I've got this one. You see, God's more interested in where we're headed with Him than all the places we've gone alone. He's not that impressed with our flashy social media posts if those pictures tell a story of a life lived without Him. He wants to be in the mix of it with us. He wants to surprise us with unexpected joys and spread love to others through us. The exciting part about looking through old photos is the transformation we can see. If I flip a few pages back in the scrapbook, I'll see how I moved from going at it alone to going at it with God. The moment we turn to Him, He sometimes throws a party, but not always. More often, He nods to us and moves with us to the next adventure. And so my question for you, the question from Bob, the question we share together is, what project are you working on without God's help? And I know for me, there's a lot of times where I do that, where I go down the road and I realize I haven't prayed about this. I haven't thought about this. I haven't gone to the Word about this. I haven't asked the saints around me to speak into this. And I'll just go a direction. And my motives are okay, but my practice is off and my faith is off. So I want to encourage you to kind of do an inventory. What are the projects that you're working on without God's help? Now for you, it may be some of the ministries that you're a part of, maybe some of the friendships that you're a part of, where you're not even seeking God to transform the lives of your friends who may not know Him at all. You may be trying to do that project without God's help at all. And I just want to tell you from experience, as someone actually with gray hair, it's way better with God. And you can only really do it with Him. And I want to encourage you to start to figure out, if you haven't already, what that means. How can you do these things with God's help? How should you do these things with God's help? How do you have your interactions with your friends, even online, even in these games? How do you say, okay, I'm going to be playing whatever, Warzone or whatever, Minecraft, and I'm going to be interacting with some people who don't know Jesus. God, please help me to be a witness here. Help me to love them. Help me to show them who you are. Help me to act differently. Help my language to be different. Help my behaviors to be different. Help me to show that I've been transformed by your Son, Jesus Christ. So I encourage you in everything you do to try to do these things with God. Don't do it without Him. Don't even try. And you will be blessed, and you will be obedient, and you will be walking with God step by step. So I encourage you. I love you, family. We'll check in later. Happy 4th of July. Please do not stand directly above fireworks. You will lose an eye, and then you won't be able to really play as well. But just like be safe, have fun, eat a lot of hot dogs, and we'll see you later. God bless. Bye.